In the meantime, police looking for whoever caused this tonight and still looking for Nipsey Hussle's killer.
And it looks like, Jeff, that a lot of the people who are refusing to leave are now leaving. You can see the crowd kind of leaving now. Finally, a lot of those people that were just standing right in front of those officers are kind of alone now by themselves. Well, there's a few people.
They've done a pretty good job to disperse this crowd.
They certainly have. And they want people to remember Nipsey Hussle. They want them to have this remembrance, obviously.
Well, it was fine until violence broke out.
Exactly.
So.
And with the violence that happened yesterday and then, come this today, they don't want to take any chances, obviously. Public safety is their #1 priority, and they're not going to take any chances by leaving people there.
We're going to take inventory throughout the evening here as we go live from this scene to find out exactly what happened. But now, let's go back up to Stu Mendel in Sky 9 with the very latest. Stu?
Well, that's right. You can see that the crowds are starting to really start to thin out here after that incident where we saw that crowd move so very, very quickly. Shots being fired, people being stabbed. We're still working that out. We do know that LA City Fire has actually even set up a triage right now, so that means they have a number of victims, and one of them is in critical condition. That's going to be happening out here at the corner, actually the intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson. You can see a number of LAFD or LA City Fire workers and paramedics still working with some of those victims. And while the LAPD is working with the crowd has actually really started to thin out here. This is much smaller than what was going on earlier. You can see the number of officers out there basically moving the crowd off of Slauson onto Crenshaw, and then they're dispersing off to the north and to the south. This is the area where it all started earlier on. That parking lot was completely in standing room only with people, and then something ignited that crowd, and it was a stampede, a chaos, a moment of people just in panic trying to get out. There was actually folks being trampled by other folks trying to leave that area. In the end, they're still working it out, what exactly happened, but we do know their portion of that crowd was actually pretty defiant, throwing candles at the officers when they started to try to disperse the crowd. Most of the crowd gone, a small portion still here. Some of the victims still here as well. They're still trying to sort out exactly what happened, but we do know at least 5 patients in triage out here with LA City Fire.
All right, Stu, thank you very much.